Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links action, and as you could tell by the title on the thumbnail, we are here talking about the new support that Cubic was given in the latest event. Cubic support. Sorry, it's loading. Cubic Ascension. There you go. That's the new card. That's the new thing that has been added. There was also a new skill, but no one cares about it. It's terrible. It's trash. Don't use it. But let's talk about the skill that we need to use to even utilize this card. This card literally has no effect if you do not use this skill. Now, before everything, I want to just preface this with the downside to this skill. Okay? This skill can only be used if you begin the duel with a deck and an extra deck that contains no other cards, with no cards other than cubic cards, okay? So as you can see, we have no extra deck. Why? Because there's no cubic extra deck monsters. And then all of these are cubic monsters, and spells, and traps. They're all cubic, they're all terrible, but we'll get into that in a second. First of all, let's talk about Cubic Seed. And, this skill. At the beginning of the duel, add 3 Vijam the Cubic Seed to your deck. Okay, pretty cool. What does this card do? Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you can place this card face up in your spell and trap card zone. And if you do, place a cubic counter on the opponent's monster. The opponent's monster cannot attack, and it has its effects negated. I actually lost a duel. Actually, I technically could have won a duel because an Invoker player attacked into me, didn't know what this card did, decided not to activate the invocation in his hand that would have been exactly lethal, and instead decided to just attack straight into this thing where I could have used its effect. I surrendered because I thought that no one in the world would be so dumb as to just not discard the Invoker to make it 4,000 piercing damage. This guy has no defense. He has 0 defense. Your piercing is detrimental, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, if this card is treated as a spell or trap, or a continuous spell card, you can special summon it. Pretty cool. It's like a Fiendish Chain, but only when the opponent battles with it does it become the Fiendish Chain. And then it can special summon itself. Pretty good. Okay, I can understand now why we would want something to add that to the deck. Okay. Now, to be fair, we do have the skill that gives us the cards, but we don't have the cards themselves. Really disappointing, because that means we have to use specifically that skill, right? We can't use any other cards, so we have to run only cubics. So let's talk about those cubics. Obviously, we got Duza. Duza was like the first cubic that we got, okay? Duza, what it does is it can be normal summoned, and then it can send a cubic card to the graveyard. That's basically it. It's normal summonable. All of these other monsters cannot be normal summoned. They have to be special summoned by sending a cubic monster to the graveyard, okay? So do keep that in mind. This one requires 1, this one requires 2, this one requires 1, this one requires 3, okay? There you go. We've got 2 cards that can be normal summoned. 2. And they're both not exactly the greatest in attack points. So, what is our win condition? Our win condition, technically, is to burn the opponent. So how do we do that? Well, this guy, when it's special summoned from the hand, specifically from the hand, if this card is special summoned from the hand, inflict 800 points of or of damage to your opponent. Okay? Then it has a floating effect. Alright. These cards, they don't do anything. They're just cubics. That's the only reason that they're in here. Okay? We just needed more cubic cards for Duza's second effect. That doesn't matter. Anyway, then we've got this guy. This guy is our boss monster. He only gets up to 2,400 attack, and he requires 3 cubic monsters in order to special summon himself. Okay, what does he do? Well, first of all, we're going to talk about the fact that he has a floating effect, where if your opponent destroys this card in any way and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon 3 cubics. Now, this would be a really good effect, because that would mean this could have been a really good effect, especially in Duel Links, because imagine this, okay? You're able to get all 3 of these and 1 of this guy onto the field in 1 turn. It's happened, I've done it, right? You get 3 cubic seeds, thanks to this guy, onto the field, you special summon this thing, you special summon it 3 times. All of a sudden, you've done 2,400 damage by burning the opponent. Awesome. Now, all of a sudden, you use this guy. This guy, he burns for 800 again. Okay, fantastic. They're down to 800 life points. Okay, his floating effect says to special summon from the graveyard. Awesome. Well, these guys specifically only burn if they are special summoned from the hand. So, imagine, just imagine for me, if this just from the hand was taken away. Just from the hand, taken away, all of a sudden, you crash this into an attack position monster, okay? And then you special summon the 3 from the graveyard and burn your opponent for an extra 2,400 damage. Oh, it'd be amazing. You could actually FTK kind of your opponent. Oh, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. But alas, that is not the case. So that is your win condition. That is also why we are playing 2 of these, so that hopefully we can get 2 of them out and burn them for actual lethal 4,000 using 5 different cards, okay? We have to special summon 5 different cubics. In order to do that, we have Dharma, which is a draw card. You discard a cubic to draw a card. Pretty cool, okay? Also, you can banish it from the graveyard to add a cubic monster from the graveyard to the hand, okay? This one, Karma, you send your, when it's activated, you can target a cubic monster you control, send the seed to the graveyard. For each seed sent to the graveyard, that card gains 800 attack and defense. The other effects don't matter except for the one where you can banish it from the graveyard to add 1 cubic monster from the deck to the hand. It's your searcher, okay? You activate Duza, you send this to the graveyard, and then you search this guy. Or whatever, right? Okay? Now, it is only specifically monsters, so do keep that in mind as well. Then we've got Cubic Ascension. Special summon, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon a cubic seed from specifically the deck. Do keep that in mind. Then, there is a second effect, where if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it if you are 2,000 points lower than your opponent, right? If your opponent has 2,000 more life points than you, okay? You can banish this card from the graveyard to special summon a Vijam the Cubic Seed from the hand, deck, or graveyard. And if you didn't control any monsters, but your opponent did, if your opponent controlled monsters, you can special summon 2 more, okay? From anywhere. So that's pretty good, right? You can get all 3 of your Cubic Seeds onto the field. Cool. Dope. Awesome. Problem. You're burning your opponent. How are they supposed to be higher life points than you? What? What? What's this anti-synergy? Why is this deck so bad? Cubic Mandela exists. It's not very good. Basically, if an opponent's monster is destroyed while you control a cubic monster, on that turn, if an opponent's monster was destroyed, you can then flip it up, target the opponent's monster or monsters, special summon them onto the field, give them 0 attack, make it so that they can't activate their effects and can't attack, and then any opponent's monster cannot activate their effect. So overall, really tricky to activate, but really good if it does activate. So we're only going to play 1 because it's very difficult and sometimes it's just a brick, but there you go. That's the deck. We can't play anything else. So I did end up winning with this deck, somehow. Don't know how, but I did. So we're going to check out some replays. I didn't win all of them, but I just want to show you how this deck is supposed to work. Alright, now as we get into these duels, I want to just say that this deck has, like, no win condition. So the fact that I have won means that most of the time the opponent doesn't understand how this deck works and then just surrenders. So there's that. We're going to start out with actually a really pretty good hand. We opened up 2 of the Guerra Giles, the Cubic King, which is pretty good. That allows us to burn for quite a lot, okay? pretty good. I'm happy with this. We've also opened up a Dharma and then a Seed as well. Now we're playing up against a Lunalights, which basically means set Cubic Seed, pass, win. Because they don't play any out other than through battle, right? They're just like, well, I'm just going to beat you through battle, right? Like, just before I had to beat you through battle. So he's going to Samurai, he's going to attack in, realize, wait, this can't be destroyed by battle. And then we're going to special summon our first Giera, right? Then we're going to special summon our second. After that one gets effects negated by a Fiendish Chain. Sad day. 800 damage. Pog me. Then we're going to banish the Cubic Dharma in order to add back the Gier Guile. We're going to summon it again, deal another 800 damage. All of a sudden, I realize, I actually will never be able to activate the second effect of our trap, the one from the graveyard. So, I'm pretty sad. We're going to have to win in a different way. Let's see how we do that. We then activate Karma's effect to send the other 2 Cubic Seeds to the graveyard because we have Mandela set. Now, I swing in to the Samurai, trying to destroy it so that we can activate the effect of Mandela, and then he goes, no, Spheric Karibo. And I go, alright, have a good day. Thank you. Thank you. I set this, it gets set, it gets destroyed, sad day. Now it's all about top decking. We top deck a Duza. Duza gets our plays started. He, for some I don't know why, but for some reason, he's like, I'm gonna set Samurai. He had lethal, activate Samurai effect, swing over the, not the Seed, the, what is it, this thing, the King, the Cubic King, with the Samurai, and then swing in with the Saber Dancer, and then swing in with Samurai, and I lose. But for some reason he doesn't. So anyway, Dharma's effect will activate. We will then activate the effect of our Duza, the Cubic King, in order to get rid of the Samurai and destroy it. Then we can activate Mandela's effect. Mandela puts this guy to 0. Pog me. Now he can't activate any effects. Just, nope. Also, his name is Coronavirus, which is really funny. Anyway, we actually ended up drawing the trap, which is okay. That's pretty nice. Except we have all of our Cubic Seeds in the graveyard, which means it does nothing. And his life points are lower than ours, so it does nothing. However, our field is also full. So we're just going to send it to the graveyard. We ended up drawing another Duza, so we're going to send the Duza. We are then going to banish the Cubic Karma in order to add ourselves the Cubic Emperor. We are then going to add the, or special summon the Gier Guile, and then we are going to swing in to the Samurai. Now, one effect that I didn't mention, frick it, stop talking. Shut up. No one asked. Dharma's effect says that you don't take battle damage from battles with cubic monsters. So there you go. We then swing into this guy in order to summon up the Cubic Seeds, and then we are going to end our turn with them in attack position because we have Dharma. I don't know why I put him into attack position. If he had a freaking Cosmic Cyclone, we'd be screwed, but hey, it's all good, okay? We're then going to draw into the Cubic Beast. The reason that I ended up summoning this is because I wanted 3 Cubic Seeds on the field, and this guy can summon all 3 of them. So we ended up destroying the Samurai, and then we swing in with the Cubic Seed in order to take no damage, but also to negate this guy's effect and prevent him from attacking. He's then going to just Luna Light Fusion into a Cat Dancer, and then we're going to be real sad. He's going to go off and do his thing. He actually activates White Rabbit here to return the Dharma, and then he's going to activate Master of Fusion, and then not activate Master of Fusion. I don't know why. And then we just negate the effect of the Lunar Light Cat Dancer because it swung in. How depressing. He also now has a Luna Light Cat Dancer, or sorry, White Rabbit in attack position, and I go, hold on. Let me do some math real quick. 800 is less than 2400, meaning if I summon the big dude, I can just attack over it. Holy crap, I won this duel. Let's see. I burn for 800, deal 1600 to the face. Holy crap, I did just win that duel. Let's hop into the next one and see if we win again. I'm facing Agami. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what skill this guy is using. Well, let's see. Okay, we're going second. Wait a second. What? Oh. Oh.
You are nothing. What will
Oh no.
Duel. It's my turn.
Okay. How does the mirror matchup go? Let's see. He Dharmas, he Karmas, he adds the Cubic King. And then he sets and passes. Okay, we're gonna go for a Dooza, because our hand is trash. We're gonna add Karma. We're going to add the Cubic King to the hand, and then do nothing. He's gonna Cubic King us. He's going to Dharma. He's going to Cubic King us again. Okay, swings in, realizes I didn't have to activate anything there. Surrenders. So, here's the thing. Let's talk about this real quick. He knew I had a Cubic Ascension. I think he wanted me to activate the Cubic Ascension. Because if I activate Cubic Ascension, I summon up the Cubic Seed to the field. He then attacks into it, and then is able to summon up 2 of his own Cubic Seeds from the graveyard. So that is, I'm guessing, what he wanted to have happen. But I think he realized, oh, I literally have no way to out a 1600 body. What? That's all. So, I want to preface this duel by saying, if you see any of those deck lists or what have you, any of those videos on YouTube that are like, this is the way to play, this is how you can burn your opponent, this deck is actually super good now, we've got a bunch of support, or anything like that where it makes it seem like, hey, this deck might actually be pretty good. I can burn my opponent for lethal. Here's the thing, you can't. You just, it just doesn't work unless your opponent's bad. Which, to be fair, if your opponent's bad, then this deck's really funny. But if your opponent's not bad, then it's not. And I'm gonna show you how, okay? We opened up actually a okay hand. We got Dharma and Karma in the hand. That's pretty good. We ended up actually drawing a second Cubic Seed. But we're going to activate Dharma. We're going to draw into a second Cubic Ascension. Now, we know he has the Fire, or Circle of the Fire King in the hand, but I am going to misplay this really hard. But also, this guy is a good player. He was able to play around the Cubic Seed. He knows what this deck does, or at least this card does, which is kind of surprising. Most people don't. You would be very surprised to learn that Blue Eyes players just kind of attacked into this thing and were like, wait, why does my monster not work? Anyway, Blue Eyes players, by the way. Change the attack target. We're then going to activate Vijum's effect. It's going to get negated by Arvada by destroying the Beirong. Then he's going to swing in. We're going to activate the effect, negating the effect of Arvada. He's then going to destroy his Arvada to bring back 2 monsters. The Garunix and the Beirong, and he's gonna swing in for lethal, and I'm gonna just cry. There you go. Literally anyone with like a slight brain just goes, well, I'll just destroy it by card effect, or negate its effect, and then all of a sudden, you don't do anything. So there you go. This deck's, it's great. And here we are with the anime battle, Yami Bakura versus Aigami. This happened in the movie, Pog. Yes. Balance versus Cubic Seeds. How the heck did I win this? Let's find out, okay? We actually opened up a pretty decent hand. There was some conversation there. Oh, but look, it's desk bots. I won against desk bots, guys. Desk bots. Okay. Dharma, send the Ascension, send a Seed, activate to swing into this guy, and then just kind of fail. He proceeds to battle. He's gonna boost up here. He's gonna boost up. He does 2,500. Okay, fantastic. Well, great. Now our Ascension's online. We're gonna summon the Seed. We're gonna summon the Seed. We're gonna summon the Seed. Fantastic. Now this guy's on the board. He can play. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. We are going to, oh, sorry. We actually activated Dharma to send the Ascension to draw another Dharma. Interesting. Then we are going to activate Indoria, the Cubic Emperor. Then we are going to banish, because we are still 2,000 life points lower. So we're going to banish. I accidentally... Oh, no, I did activate it, right. So you can only summon the one because we have a monster on the field. So we do have the seed on the field. He is then going to Karma Cut our seed. Because reasons. Great, now we don't have any seeds. Fantastic. What's our game plan? Anyway, we were able to get over this desk bot, which is pretty nice. And now it has all of these monsters don't have effects. We also have Mandela in the back row. Fantastic. We were able to destroy them, which means during the battle phase, we can resummon this desk bot onto the field. And bada bing, bada boom, he can't activate effects, okay? What's he gonna do? He's gonna activate Econ. He's gonna take control of it. And then we're gonna surrender. Because guess what? I don't win. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I don't win. I lost against desk bots because of Econ take. Let me just quickly say, don't play this deck. This deck is solely for memes. Don't do it. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as less meme decks, this doesn't happen very often, but I really wanted to cover this because, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Anyway, if you want to check out more content like this, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.